Now let's see if I go online. You still there, XD? Well, XD Hero. Strange. I have at least 2 followers on Twitch, unless somehow one decided to change their username, with XD as the first 2 letters. Oh, there we go. Still there, XD? Well, XD Hero. Strange.
Okay, gonna get back to the direct, to the Treehouse live footage.
Twitch, unless
it's only been about 10 minutes of me just watching more footage of Metroid Samus Returns and geeking out at it. So let's get back in.
The process of redesigning the maps as well.
Yeah, we wanted to respect as much as possible the original layout of the original game because it has such a distinct structure
Here we go.
in the Metroid series. And well, we wanted to add a lot of new series or new things because we wanted to be felt also new. And we added lots of sections different from the original game because we wanted to accommodate all of our gameplay needs. And also, we wanted the game to be more, the exploration to be more dynamic and diverse than in the original game, introducing some classic abilities from other games in the series.
Because I would normally be able to see them in Streamlabs, but I don't necessarily want to risk that.
So the combination of both made us realize some very interesting situations regarding the CPU for players to actively figure out their way
usage of my laptop is strained enough as is trying to watch a delayed live stream and live stream myself.
It actually helps a lot with the mobility of the game, where instead of backtracking all the way through previous areas, you can actually use the teleport to quickly jump into a new area. And this actually really helps when you're trying to gather some items that you weren't able to in the past, or explore new pathways that you weren't able to before. I'm not going to take it right now. I'm actually going to go back and take this elevator to a new area.
But you're right, it's such a huge addition to the game, being able to more quickly get to the areas you've already been to and find all those juicy secrets you weren't able to get at before.
Well, because like gathering all these items, it actually rewards you in the end, because it does get more difficult before you get into the planet,
even
and
remotely
the baddies do get really hard. So you definitely want to get all those upgrades and the items, and it rewards you. But you can also choose not to if you want a challenge.
Yeah.
So I've visited previous lava rooms before, so I know that this red door looks a little bit dangerous, but I'm gonna go in anyway just to show.
You're a rebel.
Yeah, I don't want that. Okay, so I'm gonna actually use the scan pulse because I see there's something up there, and I'm pretty sure there's a pathway, but just to make sure.
Yeah. While you have the Aeon energy, might as well.
There we go.
Excellent.
So we're gonna go up here.
I love how if you had just shot up above you, it would have looked like there wasn't anything to break. So it's actually good that you used the scan pulse right there.
Yeah, I have gotten lost more than once. Here's another suit upgrade.
Ooh.
Oh, I love this.
Is this the Varia?
This does feel really good. Really epic.
Yes, it is.
I love how vibrant the colors are.
Weird to see the Varia suit getting featured in Metroid 2, of all things. Because I'm pretty sure she's
really
not
cool
supposed to have that version of the suit.
You get to see all the stuff that's happened in the background. But yeah, so I'm gonna go in here.
You know, Samus has her classic suit.
Yeah, her Varia suit. So I can't go here, so let's try going back to the way we came from. Whoop. Oh, that was close.
That was close.
That was a pretty close call. Like 1 second slower. Crispy.
That was very close. I like to play dangerously.
And now you can survive the very, very hot lava.
So we're gonna explore this room now. And we could always go back and explore other lava rooms to see what we missed.
Varia suit, it feels
that this is all
so weird to think that the Varia suit
look how different the environments are.
in this iteration.
Oh yeah. There's a lot of different areas and a lot of variety.
So much variety, yeah. And every
iteration
is
of
so
Metroid
colorful
2.
and unique on its own.
I say.
So here I'm going to show a new Aeon ability called Lightning Armor. And what it does, it gives this green glow to Samus, but also overcharges my melee and lets me go through enemies without taking much damage. But it does take away from my Aeon pool, and so I want to actually save it in case I need it later.
Yeah, every time you get hit, it actually makes your Aeon gauge go down. So you
so there is limitation to these
run
upgrades.
foolishly
That's
through a group of enemies unless you want to.
Sense of limitation to your overpowered.
So here's another door that I'm unfortunately not able to get in through. So I'm gonna do another pin here, but I'm also gonna show here. There's this information screen that will actually see. It will show different items that are shown in the map, and if you're not quite sure what that icon means, it will actually tell you here. And it'll actually unlock too once you've discovered it and you know how to interact with it. So definitely keep an eye on these because these are actually really informative.
It'll help you remember what you are.
That's a sense of completion that you can work towards.
We've already seen a few new Chozo artifacts, but that brings me to the question. Sakamoto-san, can you tell us a little bit about the decision to integrate more Chozo artifacts into this version of the game?
他のメトロイドゲームに比べて、この作品は、より多く彫像の作り出したものがあると思いますが、その背景について教えていただけますか。
はい、こ
のゲームの舞台になっている SR388 という惑星は彫像文明が栄えて、そして滅んでしまったという非常に謎を秘めた舞台なんですね。
So, this game is set on SR388, and it's a planet that was home to the Chozo civilization at one point, and so it saw the Chozo flourish, and it also saw them crumble. So this whole area has this historical background of being a place just sort of filled with lots of riddles.
なので彫像文明の遺跡であるとかそういったものがたくさんあるわけですね。
So that's why you see all of these expand on
Metroid lore.
サムスリターンズ遊んでいただくと、
more hasn't already been explained. That could be an opportunity
And I think if you get a chance to play Samus Returns, you might find some of the answers to the riddles that the Chozo civilization left behind.
What a tease he is.
さらに謎が深まるんじゃないかなと。
But it is possible that there may be some new and more intriguing riddles introduced through the game as well.
So
fine, I guess everyone's just gonna have to wait and see.
That's gonna be fun. More added from Metroid 2
yourself into trouble again.
to Metroid 4.
So this is the second evolution of the Metroid species. This is the Gamma. I was able to do a counter melee on him finally as he came up close to me, but I'm also gonna use Ice Beam because it seems to be really weak to his nucleus, so I'm just gonna keep on.
Well, Ice is very helpful fighting.
He's got a dynamic set of moves. He's swooping down on me, he's throwing electricity on me.
And
that's a good point. If you're ever fighting an enemy or a boss and your weapon of choice doesn't seem to be making a big dent, try one of your other weapons or abilities because they might be a little more successful.
And since I'm a little bit low on health, I'm gonna feel safer if I put on my lightning armor. So I'm just gonna go here.
Oh, come on, buddy. You've made him mad.
Yeah, he is not happy with me.
I almost feel like this is going on for a little longer than we're anticipating, but I don't care.
I'm not a fan of spiders, so yeah, this guy creeps me out.
Much.
Oh, he's turned red though, so you're doing well.
Yes,
almost there.
I should be almost there.
And that's another kind of visual indicator to show you that you're getting closer to making mincemeat of this guy.
Yeah, and there's all those audio cues too for when's the right time to oh boy.
Oh.
When's the right time to melee him? So it only happens when he goes down on the ground. But yes, I was able to successfully kill him.
Good work.
All right.
More DNA strands.
Well, with that, I actually want to show another later area in the game because I think it'd be really cool to show the fans. So.
Excellent. Let's do it. So while you
there's
still
more Metroid 2.
Sakamoto-san and Jose, we were hoping you could tell us a little bit about
I think that
how
could
you
go
went
up
about
on my bingo
balancing
card.
this game,
That
there's obviously
3DS
a lot of
games are covered
abilities,
in
and it
almost
must have
too
been
much
difficult to
detail.
balance, making them feel useful to players without taking away from the challenge.
やはり新しい要素をゲームに追加するとそのバランス取るのが大変難しいと思います。やはり まあ十分な能力は提供したいけれども簡単になりすぎたら困るし、どうやってそのバランスを取ったのでしょうか。
はい、そうですね。やっぱり強力な武器っていうのは使うと爽快ですし、まあお客さんも使いたいでしょうし、我々もどんどん使っていただくというのはまああります。
Certainly expected. It's great by all means, but this is almost a little too much. Okay, so OBS is still connected.
ただそれをやたら使ってしまうとゲームがすごく簡単になりすぎたりとか、あとまあ新鮮味が失われたり、緊張感が失われていったりして、どんどん刺激がなくなっていって価値が下がってしまうという懸念があるわけです。
But you know, one of the things we
They
have to be
decide
careful
to
of
announce
is if
a
we,
Nintendo
overuse
Switch
them, if we make
bundle
them too powerful, it
for
reduces
holiday
some of the
season, and
tension
if
that
they
you feel
go
in the
over
game,
the
and it
online
sort of
voice
has the
chat app,
counter effect of actually reducing
that's the
the
closest I'm
excitement and
sitting
sort of
right now sitting
again
next to
that thrill that we want players
unless
to
of course
feel. So
Smash 4
again,
happens to pop up
it's a
or
really delicate balance.
サムス
the
ンリターン
Rainway
ズで
app
言うと、
is
ビーム
mentioned
バーストっていうその連射ができる機能があって、こ
Switch.
れがまあ一番
Because
その例に
let's be
言われ
honest,
ました
if
ね。
Rainway is
これのバラ
actually
ンスと非常に
allowing
難し
Nintendo
くて、や
Switch
はり
owners
消
to
費
be
量
able to
である
take
とか、その
games
効
they've
果で
played
ある
on
とか、
Steam
その供給
and
量、
be able to
この
play
バラン
those
スを
games on
う
their
まく
Switch minus
整え
any
るのに非
online
常に
functionality
チ
unless
ューニングを
they
繰り返しま
could
して、
pull
マーキュリー
off
スティームさんにもいろい
cross
ろとご迷
net
惑かけたんじ
play,
ゃないかなと思います。
they are
Well, yeah,
going
and I
to be
think a good
making
example of
a
some of
lot
the
of money
difficulty in
if
that
they
fine tuning
charge
is what we
for
just saw on screen.
Rainway.
This beam burst.
Because
And
the fact that they
what's
allow
difficult
that
again
for
about finding that balance
Xbox
is you
One
have
and
to
PlayStation 4
measure
as
the
well
effect of
is
the
really,
weapon,
really
and you also
impressive.
have to take into consideration the amount of energy uses and the supply of energy that's available to you, and trying to come up with again a balance that works throughout the game and keeps all of those factors in mind. It can be quite challenging. I think we put quite a load on Mercury's team and having them do that, but I think they did a remarkably good job.
Yes, I completely agree with Sakamoto's words. It was difficult to balance the new abilities, not only because they can be
And I am
used
noticing
alone,
that
but only because they
despite
can be used in combination between
having
them, and
mentioned
also
it
they
to
can
him
be
earlier,
combined with the classic abilities
my
too.
brother,
So
who
at
said
the
he was
end, it was
watching
pretty
the
tough, but
Treehouse
we,
live
however,
footage,
are very confident that we
isn't
finally
on
found the best
the
possible
stream chat
balance for
right
all
now,
players to fully enjoy them.
or at least
I
I
think
can't
you achieved
tell
a great
if
balance,
he
and
is.
trust me, it's still difficult.
Getting closer to that
Right,
Metroid.
so my Metroid detector went
Oh,
off again.
it's right there.
And this is the Gamma Husk, so I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be facing him.
Maybe it's something cuddlier.
That
Maybe not.
ain't cuddly.
So this is the next evolution. This is the Zeta, and he's pretty gnarly. I'm not a big fan of him. And as Sakamoto-san was saying that about the beam burst, I actually wanted to showcase this other Aeon ability because it is so it's so cool and it feels really powerful. Oh, and I missed my moment to the melee counter.
He does so much damage too.
He does.
Oh.
I'm gonna use a combination of abilities here, from missile to grapple
being able to drag
to beam
the Metroid
burst.
down.
You really have to be on your game with this guy because he switches up his patterns a lot.
Oh, he does.
He's hard to predict.
And he's hard to
that,
predict, and he totally.
If anyone decided
he's got me down.
do this for
Nice.
AGDQ or
that's just a beautiful melee counter too.
the
I love
summer
how it
games
slows
done
down
quick,
time and it has that really
they
cinematic.
would have
Yes, it feels so
a
epic
very
and
tough
passionate,
time
and
trying
I
to fight
absolutely
Tar
love it.
Beyond.
This is my least favorite move.
The Zeta.
This one gets me every time. Oh god.
Oh gosh. Those bounce around.
And now you died on purpose so that we can
Oh,
see
that's a
looks
cool
so
throwback.
Beautiful.
That's
yes.
a cool throwback.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I am.
And it's
pleased.
a 3D model of Zero Suit
Alright, I'm gonna
Samus,
try this again.
as opposed
yes, you can do
to
this. We all believe in you.
I'm gonna skip the cutscene.
bikini two-piece
whoa,
that
get right into that. All right.
Samus was wearing in Metroid 1. Well, it was a one-piece
melee counter right off
in
the top.
Metroid
He was
1
nice
and
enough to give it to
the
me,
two-piece
so I'll take
between
it.
Metroid 2 and Super Metroid, wasn't it? Little bits of video game death animation trivia that somehow
to the other side, so I got a good shot of his.
Meanwhile, many of the death animations for Crash Bandicoot, I would otherwise have not the slightest
No. He ruined it.
on many of them.
I like
I've seen plenty of Crash Bandicoot death sequences, just
not enough to have seen all of them minus that new
we're
one that
here,
a fan
new
put
abilities,
into the
your
Insane
beam burst
trilogy.
there, your lightning armor, they add to the experience, but as to the balance they were talking about earlier, they definitely don't make it easier.
Looking at
you have the ion
Twitter
gauge, and you
feed
can't spam these abilities at all.
Amiibo news in my tabs.
Out of them, so.
That's just out of control. They have 43.
Again.
Oh,
third time's the charm.
He's pretty strong. Yeah,
he's pretty awful.
I'm hopeful that this third time I can get it.
Because if not the third time, the stream will not prevent you from going any further.
Alright, let's try this again.
Oh, of course.
I missed a... He missed me at that time. That was lucky.
Come on, buffering. Wait. He didn't? Oh,
he's gonna feel that tomorrow.
Hope so.
Whoa, melee counter. That is that's a sick animation for that counter. Just that was very well animated for something so minor to the gameplay mechanics, unless you're defending yourself very frequently in this game.
He's more afraid of you than you are of him. Remember that.
Is that really the case? I don't think he cares much about me.
Oh, come on. You're down to one. You can't survive too many more hits. Otherwise, the Twitch stream from the past is going to run over you.
Just when you think you have a handle on it, he switches it up.
Oh, yeah, I know. I always need to be on guard with him because it's never
also,
the
you're
same pattern
running low on missiles.
Getting really close, though. I think you can do this.
Oh, I don't know. I got one bar left.
And
no.
Last life bar.
Oh, so close.
Okay, that's
Alright,
it. Move on.
I can do it. I can do this. I swear.
We believe in
We're
you.
going in for round 4, really?
And he's not gonna do that move. Maybe hate over and over again.
Maybe Sakamoto-san can give me some tips.
Did I skip? I don't know if I should. I don't know how long.
Good luck.
And buffering. Yay!
That's all I get.
No pressure having the creator of Metroid watching you.
No.
Yeah, especially since most of the speedrunners who've played Metroid games countless times are already raging over how hard you've been botching, dodging multiple projectiles.
It is.
You're not supposed to be going after it when all those projectiles come out. You're supposed to be running around trying to dodge those things. Unless, of course, the attack pattern requires that you try hitting it at some point.
And I ran out of Aeon energy. That was my best one.
Oh no. Gotta do it the old-fashioned way now.
Missiles it is.
Didn't Sam... Doesn't Samus at this point in the game have an ice charge beam?
Come at me.
Why aren't you using that?
Just stay down.
Yes.
Oh, finished with the melee counter. That's beautiful.
It ends.
Well worth the wait.
Congratulations. I don't think ice charges were used.
That is all we have to show for game footage, but we do have some cool announcements to also show to the folks.
Oh gosh, no more amiibos.
Oh, we shall.
My wallet can't take much more.
So, as you probably might have seen in the very beginning of the game, the surface area, amiibo functionality is active in this game. It does support the two Samus, the Zero Suit Samus and the regular Samus from the Super Smash Brothers line, but there's also two new amiibo that we're so excited to show you guys.
Oh gosh.
So we actually have them.
My wallet.
I'm gonna ask you to hold. Actually, no. I'm gonna give you the honors of holding him.
That's a Metroid amiibo.
So, you get the Metroid, and this is the best part. He's actually squishy.
Oh my gosh, it's a squishy amiibo.
So cool. And And he's like
it
breaking
shall
out
be
his
mine,
face
and it shall be my squishy.
And then you also have Samus again here, but she's in her classic Metroid 2 pose, and that is just
awesome.
so cool. Like the amount of detail that's around her, it's just.
Oh, I'm questioning to get it. That is such a good. That's such a well-designed amiibo by comparison to Smash Samus.
Definitely my collection. I'm a super big fan of Metroid.
Oh my gosh,
we can't unfortunately tell you what the functionality is in this segment, but we will announce it at a later time. But we wanted to show you these because they're so cool.
Please let that later time be later in the week.
And before we go, we wanted to ask if Sakamoto-san and Jose have any final thoughts they'd like to tell our studio audience.
最後に何か一言か何か発表したいこと何かありますでしょうかね。
どうしたんですか
That Metroid shall be mine, and it shall be my squishy. I can't say that enough.
Thank you so much.
I want to experience what the Metroid head feels like.
2D メトロイドの可能性を
Well,
すごく広げることができて非常にハッ
don't
ピー
quote me on that.
Yeah, I think we are very happy, of course, to have come. Been
That
been
Metroid
lucky
shall
enough
be
to
mine,
team
and
up
it shall
with
be my
Metroid Dream
squishy.
Team on this project, and we really feel that the world, the potential for the 2D Metroid
and
franchise.
The fact that the amiibo also includes a broken glass case, that's a nice touch. That's a nice throwback to the Metroid series.
実は
So that means we have 4 different Metroid amiibo, 2 of which are premiering for this game as the first 2 in the Metroid amiibo line.
We're gonna
Imagine what they could do
put
for
on
Metroid
the market
4.
a special edition for Metroid Samus Returns.
And a special edition.
Oh, that's so pretty. So it also has on the cover the original pose from the Metroid 2 Return of Samus.
That soundtrack?
That's so cool.
Might be.
Soundtrack
Is that the
there
CD?
Reversible cover. So
yeah,
that's
so
pretty neat.
the soundtrack is actually called Samus Archives. It's a music CD and it has about, I think, 25 tracks.
Yeah,
and it's just a collection of all the games that have come out so far.
If you're interested in that, get those pre-orders while you can.
Including this one. So I hope you guys.
Because if we've learned anything from Amiibo, Nintendo stuff can go very fast on pre-orders the moment they launch. Especially with a Metroid 2 remake. Everyone who
I'm super excited for it, so I hope you guys are too. And it's really cool.
Nuts on pre-order.
Thank you so much for telling us about that, Sakamoto-san, and thank you, Jose, as well.
Thank you.
About that.
All right. So I think later today we're gonna have a trailer.
Oh, that's right. So one more treat for you.
Oh, a trailer?
So those of you that have a Nintendo 3DS at home, you're actually able to see the trailer that aired earlier today. And actually, because you have a Nintendo 3DS, if you're able to put on the 3D functionality, you'll be able to see
quiet.
3D
Sorry about that
and
shower
display,
right next to my room.
And you'll just be able to see how isolated and cool and all that depth that's in Metroid.
That
we're really excited
awesome.
to
The
have that
eShop has
available
a
for you
trailer
today.
for Samus Returns.
And you could download it for free on the Nintendo eShop.
Yes, and thank you so much for tuning in.
That is
We're
also
so happy
helpful.
to be able to show you Metroid Samus Returns. Thank you again, Sakamoto-san and Jose, for joining us and speaking with us. And please stay tuned. Next up, we have Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. So don't go
Kingdom
anywhere.
Battle. Okay. Gonna give the music like a minute or so, and then I'm transitioning back. Oh, they already have the booth open. Sorry, it's taking a second to do a time skip. Okay, here we go. Gonna try and make time skips as minimal as possible. Minutes.
By hand,
okay, I did go ahead.
Following the music of Grant Kirkhope, which is the composer of the game.
So for in the off chance anyone watching me doesn't know,
it's part of the things that
Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle.
Ubisoft wanted to see as well.
The music is composed by Grant Kirkhope, the music composer for the Banjo-Kazooie game
and big part of the game
for
as well
ukulele.
is the combat itself.
So that's
and when the players see
gonna be nice for
enemy flags in front of them, they know that they are about
adding
to play
a lot to
in a
Mario game.
Before we go in, actually, there is a couple interesting
Getting-
characters that's following Mario.
During
let's
the
talk about them a little bit.
Ubisoft coverage of
So
this game
aside the
yesterday,
big Goomba, there's
getting to
been
hear
almost,
the Super Mario
played with because
64
of the rabbits
castle
and stuff
theme
for the characters and the heroes themselves. So we have Mario, of
composed
course.
by
He's a true
Grant
hero.
Kirkhope.
He's
That
a
was
fighter-like character
that
in
was a
combat as well, so
treat.
he's
That
really
was a-
strong almost
that was
everywhere.
a very
But we
fun
also have
little
Rabbit
treat.
Peach. She's a hot-tempered,
But
quite
it does
fun of
make me
Mario,
think.
but hot-tempered rabbit.
Yesterday,
And,
we got an announcement
very
from
strong
Ubisoft that there
personality
would
as well.
be
And Rabbit Luigi, the third one.
non-amiibo
wizard-like,
figurines
type
of
of character.
rabbits for this game.
He's really clumsy,
We don't know if there's
naive,
going to be
but at
anything
the same time, he's
for
quite dangerous in combat and as the game progresses
actual
as well.
amiibo
So
that could be
yeah,
announced
it's a
here.
nice cast, and this cast is the beginning cast. So as you'll progress into the game, you'll unlock new heroes.
So I am
so you don't
noticing the
unlock new
robot
heroes at the
does
beginning, you
have
unlock them
rabbit
throughout the adventure.
ears on
Now,
it.
can we say what other characters there will be in the game as well?
Sure.
Absolutely.
So
The player will control.
So far, the only
Eight
characters we know for
heroes. We
certain
can-
are going to be
we'll
in
be
the
able
game
to
are
choose between
Mario,
8 heroes
Rabbid
there.
Mario,
So
Peach,
that would
Rabbid
be
Peach,
the
Luigi,
players
Rabbid
roster.
Luigi,
And
and Yoshi,
we
and
really
Rabbid
wanted to
Yoshi.
play around this
It'd be very
contrast
interesting
between
if, for
Mario
whatever
character
random
and
reason,
Rabbids
they add
one, like, in order to
DLC
create
characters
a
you
new
could play as in this
So
game.
if there is something that
Because
the
imagine if
Rabbids
they had
learn from Mario throughout the game,
Rabbid
something kind of
versions
heroes.
and the Mario versions of
Mario
Wario and
crack
Waluigi.
a
Like,
joke.
could you imagine a Rabbid Waluigi?
So
Are we ready to
we
get
go
some
for the
battle?
fight.
Yeah, let's do it.
That'd be
Yeah,
that'd be the
definitely.
single scariest.
So you switch from
concept
exploration mode
to
to battle mode this way. So
imagine.
basically, when you see those two flags, you switch to battle mode, and you don't control anymore directly your characters. You
Beepo.
control
So that's the
Beepo,
name of the
little
Beepo.
cursor you see
I
in
noticed
front.
that earlier,
And
but I didn't
this little
read
guy,
the
in fact,
name
is
soon enough to
telling you you can
register it.
tell him where to go, and
That's
the characters
fun.
will follow. So that's
This
a big
game
difference
looks
between
really,
the two.
really fun.
And for us, it was a good match, you know, between
I just don't
exploration
know
and
how
combat
long
in
to
terms of
stay
the
on
feeling we have.
the
So
Treehouse
As soon as you
coverage
start
of
the
this
combat,
game.
a fly cam is showing you the battleground, but you can always use the tactic cam.
Because I have
which is a
no
tool
idea when
that will
Nintendo's
let
going back
player
offline.
observe the surrounding to decide what to do, the best move to take. And as you can see in the top right part of the stream,
Huh.
the mission objective it's a rich area. So it's not really important to defeat the enemy there, but to really decide the best way, possible way to arrive there. At the
Fortunately
objective. So
for me,
the player
I-
will have two choices.
I'm just glad that
Directly in
I have
front
a
of
lot of
the enemy
this
that seems
cover
a little
and
bit
no
risky,
homework to deal
or
with.
moving
More
a little bit
specifically, the
on
fact that I
right
don't have homework
to
to
use
deal
the
with
cover and being protected
while
by the
watching
attack
this
of, the
live stream.
rabbits.
That's going to
So
help.
What you see right
so much.
now is Xavier, which is controlling the heroes. In this case, each heroes can perform 3 different type of action. As we are quite early in the game, right now we have only movement and attack. Later on, techniques, which is way more, let's say, an indirect way to deal with an enemy, and it's more magical. But the blue line is defining where
Sorry,
the
just
characters can move. And in
sending
this
out
case,
text.
Xavier could, for example, go behind the cover in order to be half protected, or just go in front of the enemy.
So as soon as you press, the character moves. And like David said, we can attack, but it will show first the movement phase itself. You can do whatever you want. You can move first, attack then. It's up to you to decide, in fact.
You can advance towards another cover, such for example as Rabbit Luigi is doing, or even better, you can move the cursor behind one of
Okay,
your teammates in order
so that
to
text
activate
went out.
what
Sorry
we
about
call the team jump. And the team jump is expanding your area of movement, allowing you to go much further than your normal area of movement.
Right.
And this is also allowing you to fill the gaps such as the small
Just-
river that you can see
Oh,
in
you
front
can.
of you.
Huh.
After that,
That wasn't something I was
you can
expecting,
choose,
but that
but
is a
there
nice
is
little
no
touch
sequence,
that
like
Exactly. So basically
the map
here
that are
we just finished the
closed
movement
off,
phase,
you
and
can
now
just
we can see in this fight
super jump over to.
that the enemies are positioned in a way to zerg you. They called Ziggies. Those guys don't have a lot of life points, but they're
over
really,
there
they
ready
dash
to
you all the
zerg
time.
you.
So it's good that I'm on the other side
Was
of Mario thanks to
that?
the team jump. So when you're
Was
ready,
that
you press A,
StarCraft
you attack,
reference?
and what you may have seen just over
Because
the
the last
the
thing
enemy
Mario needs
is
is
the
a
percentage
quotation
percentage.
mark
So 100%
zerg
means
rush.
100% chance to hit. If they are behind a half cover, full cover, it changes. So we'll see that just later on. So I'll continue with the attack here, and even defeat the enemy in the process. He's zapped out, and
All right.
in terms of story, basically they're not dying. They're going back to the hub as white rabbits. So we're actually saving the rabbits
That's
here.
great. Then you feel good about defeating these guys.
absolutely. That's the whole point.
Yeah, they're just getting
I
de-rezzed
don't
back
want
into
to spoil
their
about
position.
the story, but they have been controlled by a force, and by defeating them, you are removing this force from them, and they are part of the gameplay look.
Calling it
of
right
the
now,
players,
Bowser's
because
behind it.
They will go back to the Peach Castle, and the more you free them, the more they will build stuff that will help the player throughout their adventure.
So we saw there Mario was attacked, but he's behind a full cover, so the
Let's
enemy
be
had
honest,
0%
that
chance of hitting
fr-
him.
that
But
French
the
accent is
cover
very,
did take damage, I noticed. So
very thick. Like, it
Exactly. So
becomes difficult to
it's actually something
understand
really
that.
important in the combat itself. There are actually, aside one that we have later in the game, no cover that is really infinite. Like they have this amount of damage, and if they get destroyed, you don't have any cover anymore to defend yourself. So, for example, here, if I go and attack this enemy, I know I'm not gonna hit it. It's 0% chance, but just to show you the damage on the cover itself. This is a wood cover,
I
so in 2
see
hits
where
it's gonna
that-
be destroyed. And the one you see here next to Rabbit Luigi is a brick cover. So this one is a bit more tough, so 3 hits. So basically, that's really important in the game itself to use this.
So
The
it gives
enemies
you a
will do it, we will
percentage
do
of
it, so
the life
It's cool because
you
you
are
can
to hit
also
them.
use
That's
interactive
nice
elements
touch.
in the battleground, such as the rabbit's pipe. The rabbit's pipe really
Like,
helps
that
you to
definitely
go in
feels
other places where
very
you couldn't
reminiscent
reach
of
just with your area.
Fire Emblem. It gives you an idea
when
of
you
the
use that
likelihood
tactic
you
cam,
are
spot
to
those
successfully
pipes
hit on
and
top of how much
use that to
damage.
plan out your strategy.
Exactly. So
Like,
that's
that's
why
very
the
Fire
observation
Emblem-esque.
part is important, and we gave this here in order to
Oh,
really
hey, Rai.
study if they want to.
Sorry,
the
brothers in
battleground.
the stream.
Definitely, it does count for.
It's
you do
lagging
have
for
to
you.
explore a bit to really figure out
I
that
don't know
target
if that's
strategy and find out
myself.
what the best advantages you
What?
have, especially in this
Try
new level
going down
environment
to
that
a
you're
lower
encountering.
screen
exactly.
resolution.
Here, you know, it's even we showed some gameplay yesterday
Or at least
at the
adjusting
conference. It
it
was justified after.
if
This
it's
one is
auto
before, like David
to
was saying, we don't even
as
have the
low as you
techniques.
can while
But one
still
thing
being
here
able to
that is
see
really
stuff.
important for us in terms of design and philosophy was you see the water. This is creating a gap, so it teaches you to use team jump a lot. Do not use team jump. Those guys are dashers. You don't have globetrotter. Globetrotter is the second archetype we have. They do
Yeah,
team
I know
jumps.
that.
But here we really want to show the player like, hey, you can protect yourself. They will dash you eventually because they will take the pipe by the end of the map, trying to rush you. But it depends because according to where you are in the fight, we never know what the enemies can do. But they should do that in this map because again, we wanted to teach you this is the way you can play as well. You can reach, you know, bigger zones and
So,
reach new areas.
I'm pretty sure you've
but also
already
you can
heard
go over gaps
much
like water.
about already.
And this is quite
Man,
cool.
but
And later in the game, you'll
I'm
even have
very,
height.
very
So if you go up
surprised
there,
over
you
the
have an
fact that
advantage in terms
we're
of
getting a
damage.
Metroid 2
So
remake
it
on
starts to
3DS.
build up, you know? We start to put the ingredients together. And this map is 30 minutes into the game, so it's really a good map to start to get to
AM2R, that
Yeah, the
handmade
players still
Metroid
learning
2
here, no?
remake.
So it's really up to them where to move. They want to
At the
go
very least, we now
directly
know why
against
it was
the enemy
cancelled.
and risking to be dashed, but they maybe could arrive at the objective sooner, or they want to take maybe a more safer route like the one we are taking right now, because we are moving, helping each other using the protection of the colors.
Right, and you had mentioned earlier that the objective for this battle is really to get to this final checkpoint.
Yeah.
There are different battles where you actually have to defeat all the enemies.
So here it's a tricky map. Of course, we're playing, we know pretty much the map, but for the player, it's going to be a first tricky map because they could take this as, oh, we like to defeat all the enemies, but the issue is that we have a lot of the respawn, and the more you wait, the more enemies will spawn, and it's going to be very complicated. So here, it's a reach objective.
No easy way
of one character needs to be in the
getting
zone,
out of that without.
And this is something key for the players to do. And then we have multiple enemy objectives. We have defeat all, defeat this type of enemy, reach, escort, and those type of objectives throughout the game to really challenge the player again to do the right decisioning when it matters. So Rabbit Luigi is really close now. He's not close enough because we made it
close
so
enough to arrive at
exactly.
the mission objective.
Definitely, this is something that we've never seen before, really, with Mario, and he's pairing up with this mashup. But also, we have, Mario for the first time really using a weapon,
makes me
a
think
projectile weapon.
Many similarities between this
Mario
game
has
and Fire
never
Emblem.
been afraid to take whatever power-ups
That
are,
begs the
available
question.
to him. So it's cool to see these new types of weapons.
Are we?
He's adapting to his surroundings.
Right.
Yes, plus they
This
are
game
very,
susceptible
very
to.
light-hearted and funny. Because the weapons in our game are not just there
Where am I going with this?
in
Is
order
this
to
game
damage the
in any
enemies,
way going to
but
be
they are also
susceptible to
tuned
permadeath?
Because you
That's
can
going to
plug
be
additional behavior,
unpleasant.
such as
If
you can glue an
it
enemy on
does,
the ground.
I would doubt it does.
There is
But
a particular
Right,
enemy
level
that
complete.
is very powerful in using the technique. You can freeze his face,
Oh.
so he cannot
Oh
speak
my
anymore.
gosh, that
Therefore, he
sound.
cannot use the techniques. There is someone very good at shooting. You can hink his face so he cannot see you and he cannot shoot at you. You can burn enemies so they are running with their bottom on fire. And there is also propagation. So if an enemy on fire is touching another enemy, will propagate. There are some crazy behavior that could happen within the battlefield, and that's what we call the domino effect. So you can chain.
So they have a
multiple
domino effect of
and the
sorts in
output
the
will
game.
be very, very crazy.
Also, when you finish the fight, you can go back, of course, to the zone in free movement and exploration mode. All the coins that you have on your battlefield is because when you destroy covers, you gather coins as well. So even if you hit an enemy behind a cover and the cover is destroyed, it's rewarding as well for the player. So you can go back and buy better weapons thanks to coins.
Huh.
But if we have a few minutes, we just wanted to show something as well here. Just a quick fact. We went that way for the fight itself. But in fact, the most effective way, let's say advanced way, would have been to go that way. Even if it's dangerous, the first round you get, dash and stuff.
Running it
Second
by
round,
Ryan.
you really
Still
dash the
working
enemy
on subs
well.
for you.
So a good strategy would be to put Mario on the right side. He's a good damage output in terms of his weapon. Rabbit Luigi is not really good with his weapon, but he's good with dashing.
Let's be honest, there's
So
no
you can put
realistic
it in
way
front
right now
line,
for me to
and
be
then
able to do.
you go really quickly to the zone here. So,
Twitch subs.
Yeah, we just revealed something for people when they will play. They know how to play the map
As
now.
if I'm
But yeah,
affiliated
it's up to
right
the
now.
player to decide. They can go front or go left, right, whatever they have in mind, they can go for it. Depends on the playstyle itself.
Because a good tactical game should give the player the choice to choose their strategy. So not only in terms of how you want to customize your character, which
what
kind
do
of
we have
weapon
in
you
here?
want them to be equipped with, but also the plan that you want
Guess we're
to
not
take
going to learn
over
what
the
that is
battlefield.
quite yet.
So we didn't want for the battles to have only one possible solution, but multiple.
So, let's go to the Peach Castle to show.
Dang it, with the Twitch stream buffering.
The hub itself?
Yeah, let's take a look.
We didn't present it yet, although it's a big part of the game, of course.
Of course.
So, it's
Yes,
of course it's a
fortunately
Peach
enough,
Castle.
I have
It was
chips
not
and
destroyed
salsa.
by the arrival of the rabbits, so thank God, this is good. But the issue, or let's say the challenge for Peach as a princess as well, is that the castle will evolve as the game progresses. So as you
Evolve
progress,
how?
you'll see more stuff built by the rabbits a bit randomly, or not randomly like this one, Battle HQ, to change your team, change your weapons, change your skills in the skill tree, access new worlds. So this one is the first one. ancient gardens, and you also have many puzzles around that you have to solve. And as you finish a world, you get new contextual actions and exploration as well, so you can progress and see other places that you couldn't go before. So this is key as well for the player to, go back to the hub and see what they could do now that have new abilities. So yeah, this hub will evolve throughout the game, and we won't be able to show today, the other worlds, but as soon as you finish a world, a new one with this new ability, and the cannon takes you and then shoot you in the world itself. And we just saw an example here of a little puzzle that we have with the right coins that we have in the game as well.
And we wait for the buffering to end again.
So we have yellow coins, red coins, blue coins as well in the bug zones. Museum where you get all your collectibles from the game. You can gather in the game. This one is still broken when you're at that moment in the game, but it's the washing time machine. That's what they use to come in the world itself of Mario.
Oh my gosh.
It'll be useful in the future. You can go back and revisit and get better scores in all the fights that you've done. And also other elements that here are teasing that the player will discover. New worlds here, etc., etc. So that's really an important part of the game as well, this hub and how it will evolve with the game itself.
And I do remember that the hub was one of the first things that we decided to do within the game, like really a point of contact for the player to really help me throughout the whole game. And I remember when we were told that we were
still
about
there,
to
Ryan?
work with Nintendo on a game that was
I've got no idea. I can't
featuring
just
both
easily
Mario
switch
and
over to my
and we
own
immediately
Twitch stream to
understood
check
that
that.
it was a lifetime opportunity. We worked really night and day in order to find something unique for the rabbits, but as well for Mario. So as we are huge tactical fan, we said, okay, we should use them to propose something fresh, something new in the turn.
Okay, hopefully that didn't create too weird of a transition. OBS died. Just restarting the stream, just be on the safe side. So here we go.
That if you're a huge Fire Emblem nerd, like nobody here today at all.
Or in this show floor
No,
anywhere.
absolutely not. If you love Fire Emblem, you're just going to go nuts over all of the little details and Easter eggs that they put in here for you.
We've got Ryoma now hacking his way through a bunch of minions. They were a lot of axe users, but now we're up against some swordsmen. Hoping to get some like weapons triangle action going on. He slaughtered them rather quickly.
Yeah, you really do need to pay attention to what weapon you have equipped and what weapon your enemies have equipped. And in the full game, of course, you'll be able to choose which weapons and items you equip your characters with. So
back in a second.
Oh, Ryoma.
There's Ryoma beating up on innocent civilians like he does.
They just showed up to get a paycheck, and
That's true.
they have no stake here. Those poor guys.
Okay.
今みたいにこうキャラクターをダブルでアクションするとハートマークは出ますけど、あれもキャラクター同士の親密度が上がったっていう証拠なんで、ああいう風にやってもらうとゲームの中でもその2人の仲が良くなることでよりいい効果が出たりっていうこともあります。
You might have seen there when two characters pair up and they attack, there'll be a heart icon that shows over them, and that basically means that the bond between them has gotten closer. So you have that kind of element where characters will build this closeness between them as you play through the game.
That's true, and we're not going to give away about it, but as Hayashi-san just said, there is a support system. So again, another thing that's very familiar to Fire Emblem fans that has been brought to life in this Warriors gameplay.
Like Nintendo is just hitting every mark just right.
Into battle now.
Every single
look at
point.
This.
Oh no.
Is hit just right.
Okay, we all know who to cheer
back to
for
Xander.
Here. And it's
Ryoma
not
versus
Matthew. I'm sorry, Matthew.
Oh wait, no, that's
Hitting an innocent horse. How could you?
It's like a little bit.
Gets a fleet captain.
It's okay. Little on will get some revenge. Trust me.
Oh, there he is.
But see, this is really cool. We have Corrin, we have Ryoma, and we have Xander all just dueling it out here in this action gameplay. It's just a scenario we never would have gotten to experience otherwise.
Crony they
Corrin
come
must feel
across.
so conflicted right now.
Yeah, Corrin always feels conflicted.
That's true.
Poor Corrin.
And Ryoma is secured. Nice.
Nicely done.
Good work, Matthew.
Thank you very much. Made short work of Xander.
I think this is going to be on 3DS
Xander
too.
chose to retreat, you know,
if this is the Switch
the
version being showcased,
don't worry about it.
It looks phenomenal.
He did.
I'll show up later.
He had places to be.
There's definitely going to be some degree of
I'm sorry.
resolution
Ryoma's a good
decrease
character
to
and stuff.
3DS, but this looks so good, honestly.
In case you haven't noticed, I might be Team Nor. Just a little bit.
Just a touch.
Maybe a little.
It's not revealing at all.
Nope.
The autumn of
So,
this year.
Thank you for making quick work of those enemy captains, Matthew. And now
I'm pretty sure
we're
they
actually
said
going to jump
fall.
into a new mode that we're showing exclusively here
The
on
autumn
Nintendo
just
Treehouse
kind of
Live, and this is
caught me
called
off guard.
Coliseum mode. So as Matthew boots it up, Hayashi-san, could you tell us a little bit about what the inspiration was for Coliseum mode and what it adds to the experience?
ファイアーエンブレムで闘技場ってすごく歴史のあってこう伝統的なモードなんですけど、それをせっかくだから今回ファイアーエンブレム層にも入れたいということで、ゲームのメインのストーリーモードとは別でちょっとこれから今後お伝えするやり込み要素の方にそういった遊びが一つ入っています。でそれはいろんなヒーローたちがどんどんこう襲ってきて、それをとにかく倒していくっていうような遊びが入ってます。
So as you know, arenas are really kind of a traditional game element from past Fire Emblem games, so we thought that we want to include that in one way or another.
That guy
so
was
what
writing
we did was
everything he
include
was
it as a mode that's separate from the main story mode.
Hearing
And
in
it's
Japanese,
kind of
writing in
extra
English
game
on that
content
piece
that you can play
of
there.
and
And what you'll
that
do is
was
you'll go through
impressive.
and fight lots of heroes one-on-one
Yes,
until
wonderful.
you get to the end. Yeah.
Thank you. And as you can see, we jumped right into Coliseum mode, and finally, we're playing as Prince Xander, and he's actually storming Hoshido Castle.
This is his prior
Oh,
appointment.
Yes,
that's
this
a
is where
nice
he ran
little
off to.
touch.
So, as Hayashi-san mentioned,
So
what separates
a
this
rock
mode from
rendition
regular
of
Warriors gameplay
this
is that while you
particular
still have waves of
theme
enemies to
from
take out,
Fates.
it's much more one versus one focused. So first, Matthew's going to take down these
The Hoshido Castle
captains here, but then after that, he's actually going to go one-on-one with a series of 6 Fire Emblem heroes, and he's going to have to take them down to win. But he's Xander, so he totally will.
I love watching Xander on his horse charging through hordes of soldiers.
Yeah, we need to take a moment to appreciate the horse here. The horse might be the hero of the whole game. He's fantastic. He flies, he jumps around, he gets right in the thick of it. This horse is really a champion for everyone.
Are you saying Xander's overrated?
No, I would never say that. I'm just saying that the horse is right up to his level.
Equals,
Yes.
partners.
Just
And
below,
there is more.
just below him.
今回 E3 ではこの辺の英雄たちを紹介してますけど、もっともっと実はプレイアブルキャラクターいっぱいいますんで、もっともっとお気に入りの男性が登場すると思います。
Okay. So as you can see, we've seen tons of great Fire Emblem characters in this version of the game, but there will be lots and lots of other characters we'll be revealing. So I'm sure there'll be some other handsome guys in there that you might be interested in, Audrey, as well.
Getting bodies like
Possibly.
Xander.
More husbands for Audrey.
Yay! Just what I need.
でしか
Don't
も
tell Xander.
しかも今回皆さんやっぱフルボイスっていうことを非常に今回大
So,
事に作ってまして、
I
見ていただく
missed
ととに
whatever
かく
was
いろんな
just
プレイヤー
said.
がずっといろいろおしゃべりするようなそんな賑やかなゲームになってます。
And as you can see from the gameplay here, it's fully voiced, so you'll be able to play through the battles while enjoying hearing others speak, and that really makes it a really feel-good experience while you're playing the game.
And that's a really good point. Hearing all of these lines voiced by our favorite Fire Emblem heroes is just really an incredible thing for fans. So maybe you could tell us just a little bit more about the decision to make all of the lines fully voiced.
ファイアーエンブレム
Probably
で
prep
あんまり
work
こう全部
for
ボイス喋る
Fire
エ
Emblem
コーズで
game
はあ
on
り
the
ましたけど
Switch
今まで
next.
なくて今回この皆さんが無理で見る ようなリアルなグラフィックのファイアエンブレムのヒーローたちを実際にプレイできるようにっていうことで今回やったので、ボイスも自然とやっぱこのモデルだったらやっぱみんなちゃんと喋ってほしいよねということで今回フルボイス化を最初から決めて作ってました。
So, well, it's not like every single element of the game is voiced, like it might be in Echoes, but this is definitely a game that takes, you know, the characters that you've seen in movies from past Fire Emblem games, but then makes them playable within the game. So that's really kind of a special thing that we're doing here with the game. So we thought that it would really make sense. The only way to kind of to bring justice to that would be to add voice to their actions during the game. Yeah.
Absolutely, it really does add a lot. And as I saw, Xander made quick work of Marth there.
That's true. Plowed right through them.
Yes.
And the voice isn't just like flavor; it also provides you with a lot of in-game instruction and direction about where your weak areas are on the map and where soldiers need, or where your characters need to be deployed. It works across the board to bring people into the Fire Emblem experience.
It really does. And now something terrible and wonderful is happening. Crom has showed up, and it's husband versus husband.
Oh gosh.
I don't know who to cheer for.
It's okay. Let the battle decide.
Yes.
Whoever is more worthy of your affections wins.
Oh God. Matthew, you fiend! What are you doing?
Didn't set this up.
This is all you're doing. Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no winning for you.
I don't
there's
know
no
if
winning
that
for
counts
me,
for
actually.
another
You
of my
could pull it
bingo
off.
pieces. That's something that's said.
Yeah, give
or
him
shown.
some space, Matthew. For God's sake.
Oh gosh.
Kind of already.
Poor Crom.
Crom stands alone as his soldiers are run down.
I don't know. Should it?
Taking the patient approach, luring him out, and there it is.
It's hard to watch. Maybe they're sparring, and they're gonna be best friends
afterwards.
and star in a buddy comedy.
Yes, because permadeath isn't a thing in this game.
You know, that's gonna hurt tomorrow.
But if we're lucky, it could be.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, and there's Xander's special attack.
This won't do him in.
I mean, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Although Conquest
It's not
was
as special when it's against Crom.
the version of Fire Emblem Fates with permadeath in it, it was so much more.
And now have Rowan showing up.
Well,
and,
it was very
this is
refreshing
the
to know
twin
there
brother of
was a
Liana, who we
casual
saw
and a
earlier on in the
permadeath
segment.
version of Fire Emblem Echoes: Shadows
There
of
it is.
Valentia.
That means that Crom is no longer fighting alone.
Xander's pretty powerful, though, so
Yeah.
we'll see if even the two of them can manage.
We'll see what Matt's strategy is here too.
Yeah.
Where?
Just to start murdering them. His strategy is to murder.
That's a sound strategy, actually.
There it is.
And I also want to point out that in Coliseum mode, you can actually play as different Fire Emblem characters and go to different stages, but I think I'm pretty set on storming Hoshido Castle as Xander. That works for me.
Yeah. So we're just seeing a little slice of the content, but it goes much deeper than this.
A slice?
A couple of slices.
Swords? I'm sorry.
Oh, good lord. I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
My brain thinks up puns before I
The
realize
movement
what it's
mechanics definitely feel a little more fleshed out in this game than
don't put baby in a
Hyrule
corner.
Warriors.
Yeah, the horse knows
There it
better. The
is.
horse is trying to get away from Crom.
Xander, no!
Oh, look at that flip. That horse is amazing.
See if we can get a couple of pirouette kicks in. Oh. He's got both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not going to go well for
He actually
either
got their stun gauges down and then did his special attack, which was a really sound strategy.
that you wish he wasn't using.
I wish he wasn't doing it.
Just doing a quick
so
check up on
he doesn't have
Twitch
much
live
left to
stream,
him.
just make
and
sure
that,
everything
yeah, that took care of it.
sound.
Yeah, did he level up on Crom?
I think that was Rowan who leveled up.
Because that would have been rude.
Yeah. Crom will die a dignified death.
Crom's tired. Crom's gonna go nap now. Don't worry about him.
And there it is. I mean, the decision is made.
There's the no.
You have to live with
So
it.
the
I don't have to
game,
live with anything.
well, the match has been
So we're just
conceded
waiting for the gates
now.
to crack open now.
And then we're gonna have more Fire
enemies just
Emblem
popped up.
heroes to rip our hearts out. I mean, to battle. But really, that's one of the joys of this game is that we see all of these characters
And
that
it's
we love
female
from
core in
previous
that.
Fire Emblem games, and we get to see them interact in new, wonderfully painful ways.
Now we've got Corrin here defending Hoshido Castle.
Yeah, Corrin showed up. For anybody who played Fire Emblem Fates, Corrin is Xander's... Let's go with sister.
Yeah,
let's sister.
Adopted sister.
Yes.
We all know she was an adopted
They're really pretty upbeat, considering they're fighting to the death.
Fighting to the nap.
Yeah, fighting to the nap.
Yeah.
I love how even as Xander is basically trying to wreck house on Corrin, he's still giving pointers and trying to be the tutor here.
Background.
Very, very big brotherly.
Absolutely.
I noticed that Xander is shielding or blocking from time to time. The horse is just shaking it all off. The horse doesn't care.
I told you, this horse is a beast. This horse is going to save everyone.
You've already got Corrin down to less than half.
Yeah.
Making short work of her.
That's what you get for choosing
how
Hoshido.
about we... Oh.
But she's got a little support.
And now we have Liana showing up.
So Rowan.
Don't tell her what happened to Rowan. She might not be happy about it.
And Liana.
I love these character introduction scenes as
Rowan
well.
and Liana.
Yeah, all of their animations, their special attacks are just so much effort and detail was put into them.
Oh, she actually
still trying to check and make sure the stream is still functional.
I thought they were pushing Xander back for a bit, but he's rallied.
It's really rough to be a red shirt here in Hoshido Castle.
That's Star Trek reference.
They're complaining to Wardrobe
Because
right
I do acknowledge they are garbed in
shirt.
red, but let's be honest.
Oh, look at this beautiful leaf. Don't you love nature, Rich?
Ryoma hates leaves.
And
Ryoma,
Ryoma.
why would you do that? That's just awful.
He just hates raking.
He really does. So now, the Crown Prince of Hoshido, who hates leaves and nature, has just showed up, and Xander's gonna make him cry. Go make him cry, Matthew.
All right, I'll try my hardest.
I'm not Matthew's boss, but I'm acting like
Does
it.
that
Go
count as a
kill
meme?
things.
Kill him my name.
That
Yes.
Ryoma hates nature.
Good.
That's it.
Yeah, make sure he feels it. No quick death. No honor for him.
I'm sure. And level up.
Yeah, this game makes me feel like a bad person, but in the best of ways.
Power up.
We have the legendary Blade Siegfried.
So many legends.
So many legendary
So many blades.
Yes. Oh, sorry, Liana. That's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt worse in a few minutes.
Yeah. We only have a few minutes, and we must make Ryoma suffer. So make him suffer, please.
Yeah, the question is, can we cause enough suffering to Ryoma? By we, I mean Matt.
Yes.
We have to move on.
I think it's a team effort. I feel like we're channeling our positive vibes his way.
We're all doing it.
Yes.
We're all winning today.
I'm ready. I'm prepared.
What?
I love how the enemies drop money, too. Like, they don't need that anymore. Take that off your hands. Yes.
Nice.
Excellent work.
Perfectly timed.
We didn't get to see him fall, but I'm sure it was glorious.
There's nothing more shameful than an off-screen death.
Perfect.
All right.
And scene.
Now we've got, the hero of everything.
Oh, calm
Husband
down.
victorious.
Yay. Score 1 for Husbando. All right, now that's all of the gameplay that we have to show off today, but we have a little something special that I can't quite reach.
All right.
Maybe
No
we
more
can reach them.
amiibo. Please. Please, we
Secrets
can't
are
handle
happening.
it anymore. My
Alright,
wallet
behind
is
this hand here, we
screaming.
have a couple of secrets happening,
My
and
wallet
that is
is
2 new Fire Emblem
screaming.
amiibo, which are right here. We have Crom, who I'm just gonna
Oh my
hold a
gosh,
little, and
Crom.
Tiki. Now, these are brand new
Tiki
Fire
is
Emblem
in.
amiibo, and just like all Fire Emblem amiibo, they will actually be compatible
Oh,
with
and
Fire
it's
Emblem
the.
Warriors. We're not going to talk about what they can do, but all you need to know is that Look how cool they are, and they're
And that's
compatible.
the mystery of the emblem.
That cape is pretty special, actually.
Yeah. That is a nice touch.
And so, yeah, thank you so
So
much
she's
for
definitely
joining us today,
going to be in the
Hayashi-san.
game.
And do you have any final words that you'd like to
So
say to our audience?
はい、ファイアーエンブレムウォリアーズは、ここに出てるようなプレイブルキャラクター、今回紹介させていただきましたけども、まだまだプレイブル、まだ剣のキャラクターばっかりじゃないかっていうご意見もあると思うんで、そういったキャラクターこれからどんどん
Celica, and now Crom and Mystery of the Emblem Tiki. How many more amiibo for Fire Emblem can they put out?
Like, it's rivaling the Mario series.
公開していきますんで、これからも続報を楽しみにしててください。はい、よろしくお願いします。
So in Fire Emblem Warriors, you've seen just a small selection of some of the characters that are going to be available in full game. So we'll definitely be announcing more characters that are going to be in the game coming up.
More characters.
And, you know, some people said, oh, they're only sword users that we've revealed so far, but there are all kinds of other characters that are coming. So we really hope that you're going to enjoy the game.
Great. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you, Matthew, for destroying Ryoma. Thank you, Rich and Owen. Thank you, CrimsonZEXAL, and thank you, everyone, for watching. This has been Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3, and we've got some more great content coming up soon, so please stay tuned.
Stop! Oh gosh, those crowds. Okay, just
what the world and the story looks like. So we're gonna kind of go a little bit deeper into the combat system and talk about what makes Xenoblade Chronicles 2 special.
We have 8
right now we're
different
looking
amiibo.
at. I am gonna do a little bit of story stuff after
So
this.
far announced,
and I'm gonna
from
have
this
Mr. Takahashi do some explanations of the world.
E3. We've got Mifa, Daruk, Rivali, Urbosa, Metroid 2 Samus,
but before we do this, I want to get into a bit of the
and now
combat
Crom
so you can get a sense
and
of what's
Mystery of the Emblem Tiki. Any more? Don't want to drop on my head.
Just as I'm playing and as we're talking.
It would
right now,
not surprise me at this point to see
sort of
Xenoblade amiibo, considering
on the right and
Shulk
Pyra on
is
the
the
left.
only one we have
It might
so
look
far.
like I've got 2 people in my party right now, but when I get into combat,
And considering that Xenoblade Chronicles on
real
3DS,
quick.
although light support was amiibo support.
Once we get into combat, you'll see it's really only Rex who's doing the fighting. Rex is what's called a driver, and then Pyra is his blade. The blade imbues a character with a weapon, with an ability to fight functionally. So you can see that he pulls out the Aegis blade, and there I'm going to try to get a better camera angle on them. Pyra is sort of powering him or charging him up. What this allows me to do is on the right-hand side, you'll see the new arts palette. People who've played the Xenoblade Chronicles series will remember the arts palette from previous games. It's been streamlined significantly now.
Yes, it has. I've seen footage of Xenoblade Chronicles from Chugga Conroy's Let's Play of it.
As with
that is
the previous
very
Xenoblade
much
Chronicles games,
streamlined.
Attacks are automatic, and with every attack, you'll see I'm building up my arts. You can see around the little diamond. I'm kind of building up my attack power. I now have all of them fully charged, and I can trigger an attack.
Chugga Conroy's
launch
going to
my
have
anchor
a
shot,
field day with his game.
Because honestly, this first battle that I'm doing right here is a little
whether
bit
or not he decides to let's play in
so I need to pull as much HP as I can. You'll notice my double spinning edge has a side attack bonus. I'm going to try to get around and demonstrate it. There, you see that little halo indicates that I was able to get around and pull off the side attack. It's going to be hard to get a back attack on him. Oh, he didn't turn. No, that didn't pull off. But every time I'm doing these attacks, as I'm doing my arts,
like an
or
audio
as I'm doing my
spike
basic attacks, I'm sorry, I'm charging my arts.
So if there is, I do apologize.
And then as I'm doing my arts, charging up my blade's ability to attack, using her power. That's the right-hand icon on my arts palette right there. You just saw it went to level 1, and I've got
really
this flame
taking
ability.
this long to take out one level 5 enemy this early
Pyra
in
is
the
charging
game.
me up, and I just blasted him, and now he's on fire. he'll be dead in just a moment, so we'll do some more combat stuff after that.
Because if it takes
right now I'm just showing you
stuff like this,
what the absolute basics are about, so that I can start layering some additional complexity on. And what, it's a very deep RPG, and I want you guys to be able to understand what I'm talking about here. As I'm going into this next battle, though, I wanted to ask Takahashi-san a question. The first time I heard the name of this game, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, my first question
was probably the same as everyone. Where does
why is this Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and not a follow-up to Xenoblade Chronicles X or some other suffix?
今回のタイトルを最初に聞いた時、ゼノブレイド2
Okay, OBS hopefully is back up, and hopefully there can be fewer.
Back where I was the previous bit.
So the word Xeno really means like something different or something kind of not familiar. And I think in life when we're living, you meet different people and they have different personalities, different backgrounds. And it's the drama between the interaction between people that create the drama of life. And I thought that it would be great if I can drop that drama into video games. And that's why I add Xeno to a lot of my games.
All right. Awesome. Thank you very much.
Now,
which will explain why the series
began
as the Xeno Gears.
Much more ferocious series of Ferrises. And they're pack animals, so they started calling in their buddies. And so this battle's going on a lot longer now. Do a little area of attack. See if I can... Is anyone going to be able to topple him, though? That's the real question I have. Because I want to hang out here and see if I can pull a topple combo out of this. Oops, I did that a little bit early, but it was still all right. Now I've triggered the chill effect. You can see the chill bars slowly trickling down. If I were to pull off another... Oh, down he goes. If I had time to pull off another blade art, you would get a chance to see one of those blade combos. We will have an opportunity to demonstrate that as we get deeper into this level. But for right now...
Which begs the question, are you ever going to get
I don't feel so bad attacking
that little town up ahead?
One thing I want to point out that's really interesting about this take on the Xenoblade, the familiar elements of Xenoblade, in the previous game, for example, you had the ability to identify how aggressive an enemy was and how they would spot you. You could see the little eye to indicate that they had a visual range, or you would see whether they were detecting you by sound. And as I mentioned, more importantly, you could tell if they were aggressive enough to attack you on sight. You don't have that in this game, and it's because you're intended now to learn more about the enemies. Oh, topple! Punch! Oh, too slow.
Oh.
But there's
Amiibo News.
All right, buddy.
Twitter page.
There we go. We'll see if we can do it. I didn't get a chance to switch over to Fedora in time to take advantage of that topple. But this time around, you're meant to study the animals. You're meant to study their behaviors and learn.
Oh, that's a development I didn't expect to find.
You might die along the way. I certainly will.
Just found out who some of the villains could be for Sonic Forces.
Just keep
my goodness, Chaos is back.
But you'll learn their behaviors, and you'll
Sonic
learn
Adventure
how to
enemy
fight them,
Chaos is
through
back.
Experience. And through repeated death over and over again. I'm going to trigger Tora's Shard ability now. You can see it charging through his support and doing serious knockback. Still in play. If I were to trigger with a complementary ability, again, I would be able to chain off of that. Now, in order to demonstrate some of that, I am going to start. I'll grab some HP. I already healed up, but in order to demonstrate that, I'm going to have to head in the direction of town so I can show you it's not just fighting. There's a fairly sizable town on the back of this Titan. Now, one thing that we talked about earlier is the way in which the setting shapes the lives of the people in this world. In this town, I wanted to ask Takashi-san about
Nintendo Wire. Apparently, there's going to be a VR version of Mario Kart Arcade Grand Prix on the HTC Vive.
Oh, there's a one hit.
VR Mario.
I didn't even get my sword out of time.
unique monster.
That's another one.
That wasn't even a Nintendo thing.
I've got my party bar charged up a little bit.
It's also good to know
just
that
in time to die.
Oh.
A little detail I didn't realize before. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 will have British voice actors,
when you
just
die,
like the original
you
Xenoblade.
are set back to your latest checkpoint. You don't really
That's
lose anything in the process.
callback.
So it's like it's educational. I just had a very educational death right there. But I had a question for Takashi-san about the lives of the people who live on the backs of these titans in all of the environments that form up or that form the world of Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
このゼノブレイドの世界を作るいろいろなタイタン、巨人に住んでいる人たちについて少しお話しいただけますでしょうか。
はい、今ここにあるアルスはグーラと呼ばれているキリン型のやつなんですけども、ここものすごく、自然景観の豊富な場所で木材の産業が非常に発達している場所なんですね。で、ここでは割と
Sorry if I'm not paying attention to the stream. It's just we're taking so long on this.
Oh. Metroid Prime 4 is up for pre-order on Amazon, but I wouldn't jump the gun on that quite yet. Because sometimes video games can be pushed back unexpectedly. So,
町の人たちもちょっと獣人っぽい人たちが住んでいて、で木工細工であったり何だったりというのをなりわいにしている人たちがたくさん暮らしています。で、ちょっと場所を転ずるともうちょっと軍事大国的なアルスがあったり、そこで暮らしている人たちは軍人が多かったりとか、
住むなんか種族がまあ違うんですよね。
種族もかなりたくさん種族いますので、それぞれのアルスにそれぞれの異なった種族が住んでいて、それぞれがまあこの広大な世界の中で、まあ生きているというか、生存競争を繰り広げている、そんな感じの世界観になっています。
So as you see here, this Titan is called Galmont, and it's the giraffe-like Titan. And as you see, there's a lot of
more interesting little detail on Metroid Samus Returns. It's not necessarily a remake so much as a reimagining, and it's being developed by the team behind Castlevania Lords of Shadows. I think that was a 3D Castlevania, but that's just too appropriate that this is quite literally going to be a Metroidvania game.
Other ones that are more militaristic in nature. And each
such a
Titan
pleasant
has
revelation.
A different set of species
oh,
that
September
live there and have a
15th
different
is
lifestyle that they
I think I missed that
and
release
this world
date.
is
It showed
created
up on
with
screen.
a lot of diversity in terms
That's
of
awesome. That's coming out
and
in
the
3
species
months.
and the lifestyles that everybody has.
You can see there's a bit of a lumber storage yard here. There's a lumber company. The massive toppled trees here. One other thing I want to point out, you've probably already noticed there's a day-night cycle in the game.
Okay, so I think there's a new trailer for Sonic Forces.
Through a really rough evening.
So
there is a day-night cycle. There are other cycles, but because we're in this sea of clouds, basically, this sea also has a tide, and the clouds will rise and fall and ebb and flow with the passage of time. And that rising and falling will obscure or give you access to
there's
different
also
areas
Koopa Troopa
so
and
there are places
Goomba
that you'll be able
amiibo
to get
coming
to
out with those
when the tides are low.
Super Mario Odyssey amiibo.
It's another way in which the world itself is informing the design of the game and this world.
My wallet! Another thing I really liked about the very first game is when it went through those day and night cycles, it kind of had the same theme music, but it changed a little bit.
There's a cat in the
next Kirby
game, oh my goodness.
And I'm really glad because I love the music.
And apparently he's been old
so we're going to
Kirby
take a quick walk through this town, just so that you can get a sense of the scope of the world and the number of activities there are in each place. And also, I want to show you something over here. Again, this is very much a story of Rex and Pyra and his allies, very specifically. And at this point, we are... there we are. We're wanted men.
Those are
we've got mugshots. I don't know where they got those mugshots. And we've got
how early in the game is this
driver right here who's studying them. He hasn't noticed us yet.
No, not yet.
But why give him a chance?
We noticed him.
Oh, it's you. Hey, wait, you're the guys from the pictures.
Okay, so
you'll notice he has his own blade there as well. And Tora's drawn his aggro, so he doesn't even notice me. Tora didn't even have his own mugshot up there yet, so he doesn't. He may not even understand what this battle's about. Don't turn around.
Chronicles. It's because this game is story focused and character driven, like the first game. A little bit of a disappointment, but yeah, still good.
And you'll find that there's a lot of unique and interesting characters in this world. And for example, there's a really powerful driver in a blade that's locked up.
That explains.
And if you decide to challenge them, obviously, if you're able to.
They might have mentioned this earlier, but the reason the game
a lot of the fun
was able to be developed so quickly is because this is running on the same game engine as Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Before I get too far into the city, I wanted to show off. Direct control over your other party members in a regular combat, but you can swap between them. So I just wanted to swap over to Nia, who's riding on the back of her blade.
I think
very cat
that'll do for Twitter for now, just to avoid spoilers.
So you do have opportunities to swap between the different characters, and I'm going to get into a battle over here. I mentioned that she's a healer. I just want to show you what that looks like with her blade arts.
ニアだけ特別にね、このトラの白虎っていうキャラに乗れるんですけど。
So Nia's got a special blade where she's actually able to ride him.
And it looks great on the field as you're riding on blade back through the battlefield. So fight a few more rabbits, I think, just to thin the population.
Thin the population.
So you can see her arts are a little bit different. She's got a full heal art that's super useful. She also has an HP potion art. I'll kill some more rabbits. Why not?
And then that potion art works really similar to Rex's art that we saw earlier, while the other healing art is more like a standard, what you would expect, like a healing.
One other thing that she has, and I'll try to charge it up during this battle with this slightly tougher
rabbit, is
she can initiate
at this point like very few, if any, other people
so if I can trigger that break,
streaming Nintendo right now. So that fortunately means that
this rabbit might die before I get the break.
Relatively
here, I'll
simple
trigger
now,
the ability.
but I'm
You'll
about
at least see the break
halfway
happen. And then you see once I've triggered break, another character might trigger topple. And then another character might trigger the launch status or other types of status.
They made it to...
So there's a lot of depth in choosing how you're going to attack, and even choosing who your party lead is going to be. I do want to switch back to Rex, which means I'm going to be dependent on my allies to trigger those abilities for me. Let's swap blades on the battlefield, back to Pyra. So I'm going to run back through that town, show you a little of the architecture, show you a little of the lives of the people. But then before I run out of time, I do want to take on the big bad at the end, so I can show off some of these more challenging moments. And I really, really want to demonstrate some of these combos I've been talking about, because it'd be a serious letdown if I tease it the whole way through and then don't actually show it.
And a lot going on in this town. That's what I love about the towns in these games. It feels alive, and there's a lot to do. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, just the ambient chatter of people. You can stop and talk to some of the villagers. And build an understanding of the world that you're in. Gonna run out here and just show off. Quick look at this warship over here.
So obviously, as we work more on the development, we'll obviously be fleshing out and expanding the town and all the activities you can do in these towns and cities.
And that once you're done.
Here's another Titan here. I was actually worried that they constructed a warship into the body of this Titan.
Go back.
Well, it's just it just seems like he's got a lot of stuff on him. But Takahashi-san did reassure me that he is still alive and still functioning. Everybody feel better. I was legitimately worried about this. I'm sorry. So I'm gonna. Oh, that is an enormous windmill. Let's take a look at it. Where is that enormous? Oh, there it is. Way off in the distance. So we're gonna run. Before I get into this boss battle, though, there's a quick fight with some soldiers. Again, this is tied in very closely to the storyline. The existence of these soldiers here. Takahashi-san, would you mind speaking about the soldiers that we're about to run across and their function here?
これから軍人みたいなキャラクターと戦闘が始まるんですが、そこについてストーリーについて少しお話しいただけますでしょうか。
そうですね。今ここにいる人たち、兵士たちはスペルビアと呼ばれている国の兵士たちなんです。
帝国兵ですね。
はい。スペルビアのアルスはもちろん別の場所にあるんですけど、今ここのグーラというところを占領している軍隊なんですね。なのでまあ町の人たちと仲はよろしくない。特にレックスたちとはちょっと敵対関係にある。
So these soldiers here are actually Imperial soldiers from a different Titan, and they've actually come and invaded Golmod. And so the locals aren't really happy about that, and they're kind of in a position where they're kind of enemies of Rex and his party as well. And that's the kind of setup that we have.
We're making short work of them, though, with the party altogether.
Yeah.
Their attack rock is all that's left. Short work of that crew, which is good because with the time that we have left, that might be enough time to beat or be beaten by this upcoming enemy inside of the warship.
So what's this boss?
Oh yeah, sorry. もちろん戦艦にもシームレスに入っていけるというのがこのゲームの特徴かなと思います。
I also think one of the great features about this game is that even going into the airship is very seamless. There's no loading and transition. You just go right into it.
Yeah, the airship itself is vast. I mean, this cargo
room
is
tremendous. Yes.
ここだけお見せするってことになるんですけど。
All we can show is this section, but it really is massive.
今回のライブ用に用意したちょっと専用のボス。
Xenoblade's come a long way since its core as the swan song of the Nintendo Wii.
He's gonna stomp us. Okay. I want to switch back to Pyra. I'm going to talk through my strategy a little bit. I'm going to switch back to
the
Pyra
transition from the overworld inside this ship. That was just
and do some of the things that I'm more used to doing. You know, this is sort of my
so many games
starter strategy for building up my arts.
That's even now have
my
difficulty
blades
being able to pull that off.
What I want to do
I'm
here
so
is
glad this is one of those rare exceptions.
All of my characters' blades to have their abilities charge up to appropriate levels so that I can trigger the combos that I want.
Right.
So I'm not going to use Flame or Toxin or Shard right now.
Then again, I'm sure much of
attack once
what
I
Monolith their development team learned while working on Breath of the Wild really helps fine-tune tiniest little details for
we
this
have
game.
two combos that we're trying to get done maybe. One is the driver combo, which is what we were about to attempt.
Topple him?
Yeah.
Topple him?
Topple.
Somebody topple him! It may not happen now, but it will happen.
And the other one is the one that we previously touched on, the blade combo, which
coming to a bit of a
really makes these boss battles a lot of fun, and you have to think about your strategy a lot if you want to get them done either fast or even like efficiently.
今回実はドライバーが放つ物理系の格闘コンボっていうブレード側が放つ属性コンボっていう2種類あります。これ両方合わさったりするとかなりダメージになりますね。そういった遊びの楽しみもあります。
And like you were saying, Matt, as you were saying, there's the blade combo and the arts combo. And arts combo usually is really physical in damage, whereas blade combo has a little bit of a more elemental attribute to it that makes the gameplay a lot more, as you were saying, strategic and interesting.
Yeah, you'll notice that Pyra is fire-themed, while Fudor here is water-themed. And Kirim, my newest. Okay, topple him.
Yes,
there
yes,
it is. And launch.
Do
the launch.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Whoa!
I love the visuals on that one. It's just hilarious to send him flying, and it does a ton of damage.
For a second, I thought they were about to break the
combo,
game.
It isn't Fudor
that just goes to show the amount of polish the
again,
game has right now.
I'm going to go for the strong smash.
After
I'm at level
5
2,
months
if you
since
look
we
in the
first
right-hand
heard
corner,
about
he's not toppled this time.
the game.
I'm at level 2 on my arts. But he's broken again. I'm trying to get up to level 3, and to do that, I am going to need to keep using my arts, even if they're not necessarily the most appropriate art for that moment. We got Toxin. We got Shard. We're going to want Kirim for this combo, if I remember correctly.
Blade combo.
A little bit more of a charge.
So, let's switch over to Pyra, who's ready, because I can pull off some more HP. Get my arts going. I'm not going to worry too much about trying to do the breaks and topples right now. because I really wanted to race my way to the level 3 art, or the level 3 blade ability.
And something that people can look forward to is the launch is not even the end of the combo. There's more after that. So
yeah, it's just that's the end of what we have at our disposal right now.
Oh, you're ready to go.
We got toppled. Okay, I'm ready to go. Gonna switch over to Kirim so that all my blades are in place. Thank you for the heads up on that. I'm so caught up in the battle. So we're gonna fire off with Toxin first. You'll see that Toxin hits. Did it hit? Are you hitting? You hit.
There he is.
And now you look on the right-hand side, the bar is going down. I've got two basically tree options I can follow. I'm going to hit Virus next, which takes us to the next level on that tree option. And then I need to pay attention here because there's a little bit of action on my part. When Plague is ready, that virus is ticking down. I trigger Blade.
And the stream has...
I've got 3...
Okay.
Oh,
right. Oh.
I think I might have done it. Did I do it? Am I okay? Are we here?
Oh, wow.
Are we comboing? I think we're comboing.
That looks like
oh my goodness. The
so
damage
you can see the amount of
output.
strategy that you have to put into building up those combos, but when you do it, it's really satisfying.
Oh, man, it feels so good.
And having pulled off that combo, I might actually have a little bit more time than I'd expected on this.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is nice. I can kind of chill out and relax and unwind. Get a cup of tea. Switch back to Pyra. Pull some HP because we are actually starting to suffer just a little bit. He's got Tora cornered. He's got him boxed in. Buddy, no. And there he goes.
Tora's not even on
All
the
right.
floor anymore.
There it is. So that's it. With the effective use of both my topple effects and my blade arts, we were able to hew our way through him. I'll just take a few moments to walk back out, let the murk clear, and to walk into the cool night air. As we're taking one last walk through the town, I wanted to know if there's anything else that Takashi-san wanted gamers to know about in anticipation of this title.
Oh, you drop amiibo.
もう終わりの方に近づいてるんですが、ゲーマーの皆さんに対して高橋さんからメッセージお伝えしたいものっていうのはありますでしょうか。
はい、今回はゼノブレイド2というタイトルで、作ってるわけなんですけれども、結構前作クロニクル X からは短期間でできているとは思うんですが、それもクロニクル X の時の環境があって、そのシステムの上にこれを作っているんですね。ですので、クロニクル X で楽しかった探索要素であるとか戦闘の要素であるとかっていったものと、ゼノブレード1にあったストーリーを追っていくリニアな楽しさっていう、この2つが融合されているのが今回のゲームですので、
oh, that
ゼノブレード1が好きだったお客さん、X が好きな方々も楽しんでもらえるようになってますので、ぜひ、遊んでみてください。
So, like we just saw Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and so the past title, Xenoblade Chronicles X, was, compared to that, I think we've been able to develop it quickly, but also it was because we had the environment set up after developing Chronicles X that we're able to do this, and we're building this game on top of the engine that
okay,
our system,
so I did kind of jump the gun on that.
Xenoblade Chronicles
so
X,
I apologize
and
for
it
that.
has all of the fun and joy. Exploration and a battle from Chronicles X, but it also has the joy and fun of the story-driven narrative that's in Xenoblade Chronicles 1. So I really hope that fans of both series will be able to really enjoy it and have this game.
That's great. Thanks very much. There's one last note I wanted to make, just in case anybody had any curiosity or questions about this. If you've seen the trailer, you know that the game is voiced fully in English. We are playing an in-development build. All of the English has not been dropped into this build yet, so you're hearing a lot of Japanese. Obviously, that's not final, but I felt like I should,
definitely. Yeah,
あと2週間時間があれば全然英語にトランスレート
If we had 2 weeks, we could have had all the English voice in.
So close. E3 just needs to push out a little bit.
Just a little bit more. Yeah. But all right. Well, I think that'll about wrap it up for us. Thank you.
Buffering.
Everyone for joining us to take a look at Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and we'd like to thank our special guests, Takashi-san and Yokota-san. Up next, we have Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions, so stay tuned.
Oh, Mario and Luigi. Oh, this is taking so long. There's so much good stuff to look forward to. It's just...
You wish they had a timestamp or something. Make it a little easier. Okay, sorry about that. OBS died on me again, just restarting the stream again as a safety measure. So back where we left.
That is not something I want to show folks just yet, so I'm going to let that go. Whee! Splash.
Ooh,
and
nice.
also,
and he's wet.
Yeah,
Look
his
at him coming out of
water
the water.
texture looks so cool.
Oh man, the detail. That's so amazing. I love it.
He drips for a little bit as he's splashing around.
The
That's
detail
okay.
work in this game is just insane.
Hey, I'll tell you, every time I see this game, they've hit the textures up again and brushed them up, and it's always interesting firing up the new ROM and seeing what they've done. Spend money. I will spend money. I will spend money on that. Thank you. And we showed changing in Crazy Cap in our last segment, so I'm actually going to hang on to these because there's another place that we can go to change, and I'd like to show that off. All right, buddy, thank you as well. Maybe later. Why, thank you. All right, so I have got my...
And you'll notice there's souvenirs for sale there as well that are specific. You know, these are the Steam Gardens souvenirs that you can decorate the Odyssey with.
Oh, actually, and I'll point those out as well because we're actually going to take a peek inside. So here, I've got a sticker that would actually go on the outside, kind of like a bumper sticker for your car. I can decorate my Odyssey, and then some souvenirs there. I won't scroll any farther, but there's goodies to be had in each of these games.
Oh, things you don't want us to see.
You can just pick and choose how you want your Odyssey to look like.
I totally dig this kingdom, so I'm going to get all of its stuff first. Yeah.
So, apparently, this load of the game is very close to the final product.
So this is the Odyssey, and we're actually going to take a look inside so we can show off what's going on in our ship.
So the ship is called the Odyssey.
So this is the interior of the Odyssey.
Ooh.
And you can see I've got some really interesting shelves up
Everything
here.
is shaped like hats.
Put some things as I collect some new stuff. Got a nice little seat. I can just chill out and have a relax here by my coffee table if I want to. But I've also got this closet here. And I can change to my new outfit pieces here. So I'll hit up the Explorer outfit.
Nice.
Looking
and there's even a mirror.
Yes, I can actually get myself positioned right to get the angle. Where am I? Over here. Close. There's my hat. Okay, so I'm over here. There we are.
Hey.
Yeah, it's pointed toward the
center of the room
here. So I'm thinking Mario's looking good. I'm feeling Explorer appropriate now, so this might actually be a good time to visit that Sphinx and say hi. Maybe throw a couple rocks around for good measure. Hi, buddy. I'm going to leave him alone for now. That's all right. So let's head over here and pay this fellow a visit.
Definitely some stuff going on in the background of the stream.
Okay, so what did Bowser steal from this kingdom? Water, wood, flowers, or soil? Now, based on the conversation that we had with those Steam Gardeners earlier,
flowers.
I think flowers are what got taken.
Yeah.
Alright, so now I can head a little bit further into this area. Got some more local currency to grab. Good to catch those. And these are actually fun too. We've got these
here now.
These little signposts. As you're playing through the game, you'll learn how to do different moves, get some different tips and tricks. So as you see these signposts, it's really worthwhile
to take a look at those and see what they have to offer. And
some of those are returning moves, like the backward somersault, but others are brand new or hat specific and that sort of thing.
So this is a very different spot. Got some really cool stuff going over here in the corner. Wow. But first, I've got this purple stuff. Now, you see I can splash it around with Cappy, which is good because if I actually come in contact,
the music playing to this area?
I'm a foolish person.
Ow! Yeah, that hurts.
So I have to be very careful of this purple business, and thankfully Cappy's able to splash it away. And you'll see that there are actually some coins hidden under it. So I've run into this obstacle, but it's actually really in my best interest to kind of deal with it. So I'm going to find some more coins. And as I think with the rest of this game, you just never really know what's waiting for you in spots. So it's really worth checking every little corner. I got some nice views over here. Some more off into the woods and some other activity over there, but I'm going to head back this way. A little bit more of that
this music playing over the stream is...
I love the surf guitar music here.
Oh,
yeah,
so this is part of it.
Very
nice.
Environment, ambient noise that we just came from.
This was
it kind of matches.
This
yeah,
is
it kind of
very
matches like the girders that kind of
unique
offstand from the rest of the environment.
Style to add to a Mario
game.
game.
Hand in hand, I guess.
Very welcome.
All right, so let's hit this checkpoint flag first, and then I've got the binoculars. So these are returning
Iron
from
Road
the previous Mario games. So I'm gonna grab this guy.
Whoa!
I can get a really nice look at what's coming up. So
a boss
I can
fight
see the
right
poodles,
up.
it looks like, are hanging out up there.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of terrain up here.
Yeah.
And a lot of stuff I can see already that I'm not even close to touching on in this segment. But this is a really big kingdom, and there's a lot of interesting surprises there. We got another rocket ship like we saw in our first segment back in New Donk City. So just to give you a little bit of a sense of what's out here, and I can zoom in and out a little bit, get a closer look. There's another one of my little buddies. Hi, Uproot. Just putting around doing his thing. All right, so there I will pop out. And I've got some piranha plants up here. They're spitting that same purple goo, so I know I have to be careful with these guys. And this is actually a good chance to talk about the camera control as well. So just as I'm kind of getting the lay of the land before I head forward, this is all just really smooth movement that I'm able to do with my right stick. So I can get a really nice view. You'll notice there Mario goes a little translucent when I'm really close, so I'm not blocked as far as my view goes with what he's doing. And I can get a really nice view. And his idle animations are actually fantastic too. So it's kind of nice just to let Mario hang out for a minute as you're figuring out where you want to go next and just kind of watching what he gets to. He might actually take a nap here. See if he will. Oh, maybe gonna get comfortable.
Step one.
Gonna sleep.
Yeah.
So Mario talks in his sleep, and it is adorable. So if you have an opportunity, if you happen to be here and you are messing around with the show for a while, if you have a Mario taking a little nap, it's really cute. Oh,
now you're all purple.
I am so purple, and I actually stay messy. All right, Cappy is taking one for the team there, and actually, piranha plants are eating him. So here, no more spitting purple goo, and I can just give him a little hunt.
I like that tag teamwork there.
Yeah, it's nice that Cappy's invincible. He takes a fair amount of punishment in this game. So
it's a hard life for a hat.
There we go.
Your iconic question mark boxes.
So I can hop up there, but I'm actually going to take a little stroll this way. Yeah. And be very careful again of these. This grossness. Boom!
Feels good to just be able to kick over a piranha plant.
Yeah, take that, piranha plant. I'm not that skinny kid from the beach anymore. Come here. I'll take this one out too. I want to get a little bit lower so I can get the right angle on him though, because Cappy is going to go kind of in a straight line. He's not going to go up or down when I'm using him this way. So I need to be very careful. I can certainly throw him, so if I swing my arms up, with the motion controls, I get a nice forward throw. If I swing down, I actually get a nice forward roll.
That's pretty
But when I toss him, it's really tossing on a level plane, so I need to be very careful of where I am in relation to where I'm throwing him to make sure that I'm actually making contact with what I'm going to make contact with.
Like you're throwing a frisbee.
So, sneak over here. Don't want to leave any question blocks.
Or a yo-yo frisbee, if anything.
Yeah, Music here is really kind of nice and jazzy.
I gotta say, I really like this girder environment. It's bringing me back to the DK stages, and
totally,
I absolutely love DK. So this is very nostalgic for me.
And I love the color contrast with, you've got the red metal and the green plants and everything. It's both a texture and a color contrast. It really looks fantastic.
Yeah. And you can tell this has been here a while because it has this growth on it.
Yeah, there's some interesting stuff going on here with what looks like maybe steam coming out of those pipes as well. And I guess being the steam gardens, they are maybe using that in some way. Hi!
Yeah. Oh, hello.
Take over.
I'm so happy. So good. Okay, enough of that. I swear, the first time I captured one of these guys, I just ran around giggling like an idiot for
Sam, I've been meaning to talk to you about your uproot problem.
You call it a problem, it's not a problem. It's a way of life.
It's
magic. And they make a cute little noise when they hit that top.
You guys are trying to one-up each other? Is that what's happening?
We're dancing. This is how they communicate, maybe. We're just kind of hanging out, but I don't want them to hurt me, so...
It's like how bees communicate the duplication of flowers.
Oh, buddy. So this is an interesting, almost really a side-scrolling section where I need to use my upwards abilities. It's worth clearing out some other stuff here, too, just to see what's maybe hidden away. Oh, hello.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Nice. Your fourth moon.
Yeah, there's that little counter on the upper left to tell you how many moons you've gotten, and the first time you arrive in a kingdom, there's a number of moons you need in order to get to the next kingdom, and it'll show up as little outlines. This particular ROM, because it's for Treehouse Lab only, it doesn't show that, because we're not trying to get to the next kingdom. But
we're going to show little bits and pieces here, but there's certainly a lot more going on in these kingdoms that we've got here.
Yeah.
And the beautiful reflection texture on these girders, too.
Wow.
Steam gardeners look after their place.
They really do. They're hard workers.
Alright, so I got some more coins there. And here, I'm actually going to pop this up to the top.
How reflective.
It's coming for you. Pop over this guy. Come here.
Oh, right.
Come on. Come up this way. There we go. I'll lure you away. And now
You going for your pacifist run, Sam?
There we go. I don't want to hurt these little guys. They're too precious. They just want to do their thing.
Are we seriously referencing Undertale in a Nintendo
Alright, we've got some
live stream?
coins up here. Certainly don't want to miss those. And we're getting very close to our objective, so this is the next spot.
And these little checkpoint flags mean you can warp there in the future.
Halfway point, Jake.
I'll actually let my little buddy
Super handy when you're going
rest here.
back later for completion goals and stuff.
So he's dizzy, and just looking back, so it's worth it, I think, as you're progressing through these kingdoms, every once in a while to stop and take a look backwards, because you're going to see some things that you maybe didn't notice, didn't realize were there. So there, for example, I've got some regional coins that I didn't hit on this run, but looking at them from this direction, I can see, oh, there's something there. There's some other interesting stuff going on in that corner, too, so it's certainly worthwhile, backtracking. And taking another look at spaces, and there's a whole bunch of stuff over here.
Sure, especially when you're a completionist.
There's going to be so much backtracking in this game. It's not thorough.
Oh, yeah, and this game will keep a completionist busy for a good long while.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
So much stuff to find here. Oh, so here we go. That little Protopont actually made the mistake of chomping onto that rock I threw over. But I will leave him to rest now. Alright, I'm ready. Boom!
Nicely done.
I'm going to clear out some more of this because I want to make sure there's any goodies under here, any hidden coins. I want to find these, and there we go. That cap spin is really handy in that spot.
Yeah.
That looks really good too when you execute it.
Yeah, the cap spin's a great move for clearing territory around you. If you've got a lot of enemies nearby, or maybe you have, like in this case, a lot of this toxic liquid nearby as well. It gives you a really good kind of circle of protection around you.